You have the right to disagree, but stop being an ass about it. How to defend your point, ask better questions, admit when you're wrong, and actually learn from losing an argument. You're listening to Emotional Intelligence Developer. You have the right to disagree with someone. You really do. You don't have to agree with everything people say just to keep the peace, and you don't have to pretend someone is right when you genuinely believe they're wrong. But there's a difference between disagreeing with someone and being an ass about it. And that difference matters. Because you can have a good argument and still make yourself look like an egotist if all you're interested in is proving that you're right. Think about how many arguments you've had where, somewhere along the way, the actual subject disappeared. And suddenly the only thing that mattered was winning. You stop listening. You stop asking questions. You start waiting for your turn to speak. And every time the other person says something, you're already preparing your response. That's not a conversation anymore. That's two egos fighting for the last word. And here's something we don't like admitting. Sometimes you're wrong. Not misunderstood. Not secretly right. Actually wrong. And that's okay. Being wrong doesn't make you stupid. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you less intelligent than the person standing across from you. But refusing to admit you're wrong because your ego can't handle losing. That's where the problem starts. Learn to ask questions. Instead of immediately saying, "That's ridiculous," ask, "Why do you see it that way?" Instead of assuming you already know what they mean, ask them to explain it. You might still disagree with them. That's fine. But at least now you're disagreeing with what they actually said instead of arguing with what you imagined they said. And when you do disagree, defend yourself properly. Explain your position. Give your reasons. Stand your ground when something genuinely matters to you. But don't confuse being confident with being disrespectful. You don't become more intelligent by humiliating someone. You don't make your argument stronger by shouting. And calling someone stupid doesn't suddenly make you right. Sometimes the strongest thing you can say is, "You've actually got a point." Imagine being able to say that without feeling like you've lost something. Because that's the part one thing we get wrong. We treat changing our minds like defeat. It's not. Sometimes changing your mind means you just learn something. And even when you lose an argument, you can still win something from it. You might learn that you were looking at the situation from one angle. You might discover information you didn't have before. You might realize that your argument wasn't as strong as you thought it was. That's not humiliation. That's growth. Are you trying to understand them? Or are you just trying to beat them? Are you asking questions? Or are you waiting for your chance to attack their point? Are you defending something you genuinely believe? Or are you defending your ego? Because there's a thin line between standing up for yourself and needing to be right all the time. And if you can't tell the difference, you might not be protecting your principles. You might just be protecting your pride. You don't have to agree with everyone. You don't have to back down when you're right. You don't even have to finish every argument. But learn to disagree without becoming someone people don't want to talk to. Ask questions. Listen. Defend yourself when you need to. Admit defeat when you've been beaten. And when you're wrong, take the lesson. Because sometimes losing an argument is exactly how you become a smarter person.